Okay, good evening, folks. Welcome back once again to our favourite soap opera. Oh, look at the state of this. Goodness grief. Good evening, folks. Well, for those of us in the UK, maybe elsewhere too, but here in the UK, it's been a splendid weekend weather-wise. And apparently it's set to continue for the rest of the week. It's been quite a mild 22, I think, 22, 23 up here in the north, probably warmer down in the southern parts. But even so, 23, it's been a bit, I hate to say it, but I've been a bit too warm in my south-facing bedroom. And I refuse to open the bedroom windows because I hate flying bugs. But even I had to open them today. Like, oh my God, it's too hot. Like a sauna in here. So we're having natural light today, and then a bit later we'll put the lights on and all that. But I thought we'd embrace the last of the sun, which is still out. I've just come back from football. Playing football in this weather is always a bit more hard work, but hey, it's good for shedding a few pounds, I tell you. But anyway, welcome, folks. Yes, Cham, you know the rule. You've been here long enough. We don't talk football. Don't talk football when Leeds have lost. We can talk when Leeds have won, clearly, but when Leeds have lost, which is 19 times, I think, this season, we don't bring these things up. Oh, I'm very thirsty. Very thirsty indeed. Anyway, next weekend, I'm going down to London. So I'm on my travels again. I'm all over the place at the moment. But anyway, that's next weekend. Let's talk about this weekend. Because obviously I won't be streaming next weekend, of course, because I'll be down in London. But anyway, I might get a tan. You never know, do you? Right, so basically I've had a busy weekend. We had at my friend's house, but I am the person that does it. An impromptu, last-minute decision. Barbecue. As soon as us Brits get a bit of sun, a barbecue has to happen, okay? So my friend rang me at 11 o'clock yesterday morning. Shall we have a barbecue? I was like, oh, do you know what? Why not? But I said, if you're gonna sort it all out, because I'm not doing anything this afternoon other than slobbing about in my house for a bit. So if you want to get all the food and the drink and get all the coals and all that kind of nonsense and knock yourself out. And she did. So I was like, okay, fine. So I rocked up there at 5 o'clock and, poked a few sausages and burgers and we had a barbecue. It was very nice. So that was yesterday. And then today I went out to a nice little pub just outside Harrogate for a carvery, which was very nice because it was kind of, it's not like the Toby Carvery, which is like commercial trough food, is what I like to call it. It was much more of a bespoke kind of carvery, so it had the three meats, but they don't skimp. You go to Toby Carvery, you get a few little slivers of meat, and you can't go back for meat, can you? You can go back for as much veg as you want. Oh, whoopee-doo. You get a few slithers of meat. And that's it. Whereas this place, big slices of beef, gammon and pork, two Yorkshire puddings they give us, and big. I love potatoes, so loads of roast potatoes, and the plates weren't massive. So I filled it up with two Yorkshires, three big slabs of meat, roast potatoes. And stuffing. Oh, I love stuffing, so I slapped it on. Anything else that I put on there? I think that was it. And then, of course, there was some veg. I was like, there's no room on this plate for veg. So I put no veg on it. And then loads of gravy. And then they also had a big vat of cheese sauce, which was for the cauliflower and the broccoli. If we'd have put a bit of cheese, cauliflower cheese. I didn't have any veg. But that didn't stop me putting cheese sauce all over my plate, because I love cheese sauce. I put cheese sauce all over it. Oh, it was delightful. And then, because why the hell not, I had a dessert as well. Jam roly-poly and custard. delightful. Absolutely delightful. So that was my weekend, really, and then I played football. Burn it all off. So, yeah, a very nice weekend in the sun for me. Hope you've all enjoyed your weekend. That is it for Flim Flam today, because we've got a lot to do. But whereabouts in London? It's where I usually go. Actually, I'm going down to Slough, is where I usually stay, my friend's sister's house. But then we're going to Essex for my friend's belated wedding party, because he had his wedding in COVID times, where you could only have 10 people, was it? Or 8 people at your wedding? He had it then. So he's now having, 2-3 years later, 2 years, the wedding party. So we're off down to Essex, somewhere down in Essex way, Chigwell, Ilford, I don't bloody know. I'll just put it in my sat-nav and find my way there. But I'm there next Saturday, Sunday, coming home Monday, so I'm there for 3 days. So yes, should be fun. Should be fun. It's always nice visiting London for a little bit and then coming home again, because London's very busy. Too busy for me. But anyway, you went for a meal, got lamb Sunday dinner and two puddings, Joe. Oh, well, why not? Why not? And Chris, have you returned with your snacks? Pasta with lamb mince. I used to, remember the days, I'm sure I've told you, I didn't eat beef. I didn't eat beef from the age of about 15 up until the age of about 32, 3-ish. So I stopped eating beef for quite a while because of mad cow disease. Of all things, when I was younger, I was like convinced I was going to get mad cow disease. So I was like, I'm not eating beef anymore, and then I just never got back into eating it again. And I'm not the biggest beef eater, steaks and all that kind of jazz. I don't really do it for me. I'm much more of a lamb man. Love my lamb. So anytime I had pasta with mince or shepherd's pies, which is supposed to be mince anyway, it was always lamb mince. And then I started eating beef about 7 or 8 years ago again. I was at a nightclub one day and decided, you know what, I fancy a Big Mac. Just out of the blue. So I had a Big Mac. And then I've eaten beef ever since again. So ever since then, it's very, very, very rare that I actually have lamb mince anymore. Because lamb mince is like twice the price of beef mince. And that's probably the only reason, to be honest with you. But yeah, pasta with lamb mince, very tasty indeed, I'm sure, Cham. My evening meal, now that I've finally got some room for it after this big lunch that I had, is going to be chicken Kiev. Good old chicken Kiev. I love a bit of garlic butter. Right, flavoured Oreos, drumstick ice creams in the freezer. You're well stocked, Chris. I like it. I like a man or a woman who is prepared. Preparation is king. Right, talking of preparation, let's prepare ourselves for another car crash of a session, I suppose. Because look at the state of this. So in the last session, you will remember 2 things of note happened, really. First of all, we lost our beloved Bethany. She died at the age of 62 from natural death. So she died whilst we were in the middle of a drama. So I almost feel as if she didn't get the send-off that she deserved because we were spending money on trying to kill someone. She didn't get the send-off that she deserved, really. She died at the wrong moment, if there is ever such a time as a right moment to die. She died at the wrong moment, and so I think today we should maybe take a minute's silence or something to properly honour her. We don't have time, we've got things to do. So, but yeah, we lost her, our scheming, clever, genius wife from the north, who we loved very dearly. We were together for a long time. We were a dynamic duo throughout our entire tenure, in charge initially of a couple of lands, and then we created the High Lordship together through her clever thinking, and then we put, Durandons on the throne of the Storm lands, and all kinds of stuff we got up to together, for the good of the family. And yeah, the fiery lance, the fancy lance. Sorry, yeah, I know. We didn't anticipate our wife dying, though, did we? Whilst we were crafting this thing, and so yeah, it's quite a blow. It's almost like losing your right arm if you're right-handed, of course. Losing such a pivotal part of your life. You know, I mean, I've been single for a very, 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 very long time, but you know, if you're with somebody in a relationship for like, I don't know, 45, 50 years, and they're gone, that must be quite traumatic. So that was that. And then the reason why she didn't get a proper send-off is because two things happened. First of all, no, it wasn't this guy, was it? It was this guy. Stefan the Eagle, the previous king, who also died quite recently. It's all kicked off in the last session. Put a family member in charge of the Reach. This ugly-looking urchin, Lord Paramount Raymond of the Reach. He put him in charge. And we didn't think anything of it, did we? We just thought, oh, another Baratheon in power. Whoopee-doo. Well, bully for him. You know, jobs for the boys and all that. The king has put another family member there, in addition to putting a family member up here too. Oh no. Oh, are they still in rebellion? Oh, what happened there? I thought he put. Oh, the hell is happening here? I don't know. I'm sure he put a Baratheon up in the north. Or did I misremember that? Anyway, we've got a Stark on the throne of the north. When did this happen, people? This. I don't recall this happening. The Kingdom of the North. Anyway, whatever. Is this right? Yeah, it's right. Okay, I thought you put a Baratheon in the north. Well, anyway, forget that for now. That's not our problem. It's kind of good to see a Stark back in the north, I suppose. But anyway, so this. Yes, that Baratheon's clearly come a cropper, and this Baratheon may well come a cropper too, because he has annoyed us to the nth degree. So Raymond decided, as a Baratheon, they come naturally with claims to the Stormlands, just by their birthright, really, their bloodline, and he decided that he was going to push it. Completely out of the blue, and completely, we didn't expect it. And he attacked Lady Johanna, our daughter-in-law. So he attacked. We tried in earnest to kill him, because that was the only way we were going to sort of come out of this victorious, because Lady Johanna couldn't organise a piss-up in a brewery, if you pardon the expression. So we had to try to help her out by using my wife's scheming nous to arrange for this man's demise, and unfortunately, despite the fact that we plunged money into bribing people to join our plot to have him killed, and there were at one point was at least 8 people in this plot, and did he die? Look at him, he's still here. Clearly he didn't. So he managed to gain victory, and as a result of that, he is now the Lord Paramount of the Reach, the Lord Paramount of the Stormlands. He has the High Lordship of Highgarden and the High Lordship of Ocean Road, the Lordship of Highgarden and the Lordship of Old Oak. So you will notice, hello Kaya, welcome, that he does not have a single piece of land in the Stormlands. Now, I'm not an expert in these things, but this surely won't end well for him if he doesn't even have a single piece of land here. I don't think a lot of people are going to be happy. We're going to check it out in a minute, but I can't see a lot of our, Stormland vassals here being particularly happy with this situation. I might be wrong. In fact, there's not many people that dislike him, which is rather annoying. Who dislikes him? Me. Okay, yeah. Johanna. Yeah. Okay. So basically me and my family hate him. Everybody else quite likes him, actually, which is not what I was hoping for. But anyway, So yeah, he doesn't have any land here. So I'm hoping that by maybe some factions, something might be able to wangle our way to try to relieve this man of this position. But normally I do some research and do some tinkering and do some note-taking before a session starts. And the reason why I was telling you about my weekend is because I'm being busy, so I haven't had a chance to sit down and actually do any plotting, planning, looking at what's happening. So we're going to have to do this right now. So yes, so I have noticed that he hasn't got any land just before the session started, because it was mentioned in the Discord server, I believe. Another slight issue. We've got a pox coming, that's another issue. Johanna still has Ship Breaker Bay. I can never say it, so I have to think. Ship Breaker Bay, the High Lordship, which consists of that land, because we have the parchments with Elquist, and this piece of land has gone to Wendwater now. So she's still got Storm's End as well, which is the seat of power of the Stormlands, so that's still quite a powerful position. We've still got a slight glimmer of hope. Maybe if we could create a faction to put her back into power, we'll see what happens. But you'll notice something. The heir is not our grandson. Why? Because it's agnatic cognatic seniority is the succession rules for this duchy, which is a problem in of itself. Lots of Durandans in the succession list here, you'll notice. So that's an issue. It's all unravelled. All the plan's unravelled. So yeah, so because she now is no longer the ruler of the entire of Storm's End, which was primogeniture, she's now just the ruler of the Shipbreaker Bay, which is seniority. That now causes another little slight issue. So yes, basically a slight bit of a mire has happened here. So I mean, in terms of planning, I mean, we are 64. We've lost our cunning and scheming wife. I kind of almost feel like, would we, this late stage in our life, given the fact that we were supposed to be retiring, I almost feel like we've been knocked for six. Would we start racking our brains madly about what we're going to do about this, what we're going to do about that, what we're going to do about the other? Let's do this scheme, let's kill this person, let's try to have this happen. Or are we going to say to ourselves, you know what, we've done that in the past and look where it's got us? Absolutely nowhere. So, you know what? It's my kids' problems now. I've done my best for them. I've got my duchy, I've got my high lordship. I've just lost my wife. You know, my kids aren't little babies. They're adults. If they want land for their future, for their kids' future, it's about time they stepped up to the plate. So that's exactly how I see it happening. I'm just going to continue to rule my lands in the best of my abilities. We just had bloody robber bands crop up again, or thieves guilds in Blue Grove, which we have to sort out again. So we'll focus on our priorities. Let this whole situation with Reach, Stormlands, Baratheons, we're tired. We're tired of it. We're sick of it. The politics of it all. No. We're going to enjoy our retirement. We're going to go hunting when we can afford it, because we've got a big fat zero in the coffers, as you'll notice. So do you know what? Let's see how they pull their finger out of their backsides. Why should we be doing everything? I mean, I know they're wise, we're the elder of the family, and they look for us for guidance and things. We'll give them guidance. We'll give them guidance. You come to me and ask for my advice, I'll give it freely. But expect me to start pushing and prodding and poking, you know, the powers that be? No, I'm 64. I've done my prodding, I've done my poking, me and my wife have tried to better you all, and, you know, if she'd had a lick of common sense about her and some tactical nous on the battlefield, we wouldn't be in this mess anyway. So ultimately, we have done all we can. Some people have to step up to the plate now. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to enjoy our retirement. Now, if somebody besmirches us, if somebody Baratheon-wise decides to pick a fight with us directly, that's a different kettle of fish. But right now, you know, they're just taking back the Stormlands. Can you blame them? Not really. But anyway, so that's it. We're going to just let things play out and see what happens. And if we have to step in because it's a direct slight on us personally, or we feel strongly enough about something, we'll interject. But we're not going to plot and scheme how best to take back this and to do that and to scheme here and to... No. Nah, we're tired. We're 64. We lost our wife. Okay? My son, Edric, can do all the scheming he wants when he's in power. Scheme away, son. It's your wife, after all. Your kids' futures, after all. You scheme till you're blue in the face. Not a problem. But for me, I'm off hunting. I'm putting my head in the sand and I'm out of here, pal. Speaking of which, let's have a quick rundown of everything else then. So we'll keep an eye on how this little thing develops. It'd be quite interesting not to steer it too heavily. Let's see how things manifest and play out without our intervention. Why not? Yeah, Edric may well die before we do at this rate. We'll see. So we've got to be careful of this pot. We'll keep an eye on this pox. So we'll keep an eye on what happens in the Stormlands. It could be quite interesting. I mean, the one thing that we could possibly do... Oh, look at that. We get to see factions of the Reach now. We could start a faction... Oh, because his primary title is the Reach. There's a lot of Reach factions here, which clearly we're not bothered about. There's no Stormland factions here. I'm wondering if he might... Oh, there is. There is. So the only thing that we might do as a kind of instigation, we're not going to push it. We don't even have our wife available to start threatening people to join. But we will start. I mean, even if we do start it, I mean, in terms of her power base, she really doesn't have much power. But it's a faction, so we might get people joining. We will start a faction. And that's as much as we're going to do. If people want to join it, feel free. If they don't, then they don't. But I'm just intrigued to see for a start who does join it. So, let's see. Where's she gone? I've lost her. Because she had a good reputation with her vassals, so I would. We'll see if people would prefer her back again. We'll see. Okay, let's go. Because she's got Storm's End. Look at that. So members. No, where am I? Where am I looking? Lady Johanna for the Stormlands. There we go. So 15% with my 4,000 men. So we keep an eye on that. That's as much as we're going to do, though. Right, okay, so let's have a quick overview of other things that's happening then. So let's have a look at us. We're 64. We don't like our ruler, naturally. I mean, he might even give this away to somebody else. You never know. We live in hope. Okay, so we've still got all of our things. Multiple tournament, second places, third places, etc, etc. We seem to have lost a few friends to death. Tends to happen when you get to a certain age, doesn't it? You lose all your friends and family. You know, if you're living to the ripe old age of 80 or whatever, you know, all your friends are dead. You know, family members gone, moved on, whatever else. You start to become a bit lonely at a certain age, don't you? But anyway, yeah, so we've lost a hell of a lot of friends. But that's as it is. We managed to get a Storm Render, which was what was recrafted right before this whole hullabaloo happened. Now, somebody mentioned it's a shame that we named our weapon before our wife died. Doesn't matter. We can rename it. So we need to change the name of this lance to honour our wife. So first task of the session, let's give this now a new name, shall we? Considering that we spent at least 10 minutes renaming it last time. Let's be a bit quicker now though, yeah? So we need it to pay homage to our departed wife. So what we're going to call our lands now, we're going to rename it. Now when you're really thirsty, there's nothing more satisfying than liquid refreshment. Lady's hand. Lady's hand? Any advance on the lady's hand? I'm crap with names, you see. That's why I was turned to you guys, you know. We've got Revolt's Catalyst. That's paying homage to my wife. I don't want to be reminded of that, thank you. Let's have a look. Bethany the Ill-Tempered. One Eye. I don't know. Icicle. Oh, interesting. Landless. Yeah, because she's dead. Cycle. See, Icicle I quite like, actually. Because Icicles are sharp. I get that's quite good. Ice. She's from the north. Cold. I mean, this might not be your thinking, Ollie. But this works for me. And then also, ice. Eye. She's got one eye missing. Icicle. Almost like a 3 things coming together in one name there. I quite like that, actually. Do you know what? Is that how you spell it? No, how you spell it? Icicle. I quite like it. I quite like it. This is a trident, yes. So we've got the northern touch. We've got the one-eyed thing covered. Or how about this? Oh, I'll just icicle. Oh, this bloody hell. We won't take the mickey of her. We won't take the mickey too much. ISO. Icicle. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what? That's the way to spell it, isn't it? We'll spell it like that. That'll do. Where's my thing? Where is it? There it is. There we go. Let's rename it again. Yeah, that'll do. Icicle. Icicle. Is that a C or an E? Can't see. C. The C and the E's look absolutely exactly the same. Oh no! Do you know what? Just we'll go with what it was. We'll go with the correct spelling. So we got Icicle renamed to pay homage to my wife, and unless you're very clever, you'll be like, why Icicle? Use your brains, man. We still got Gold Hollow and Knacker Cracker. Right, so that's that little thing sorted. We're not remarrying, so that's fine. So we're now going to be a widower for the rest of our life. We're not depressed though. We've got over our depression because we had to get over our depression because we had things to do. So we've kind of powered on through the main crux of it. We've killed somebody apparently. Right, okay. So let's take a quick look at the family, just not an extended look at the family tree, but just the immediate family. Let's see what's developed. Well, the elm tree is quite good. To see who doesn't like the liege. Dickon the Black. These are all, there's some reach people in it. This is why, because it's got 2 things. All the reach people are mixed in with the Stormland people. But as I said, there's not many people that dislike this man. I mean, has he got like really good traits? Kind and charitable and honourable and trusting. He's a decent fella. I mean, he's craven, but I mean, he was in the battlefield, wasn't he? I suppose. So to be fair to him, he's got some Baratheon axe or something. You know what I mean? I mean, he's not... He's killing people in... Well, a woman, but he's killing people in personal combat too. So that's a bit... Ultimately, he's not a nasty person. Crap at intrigue, so that could be his downfall. It'd be quite good if my son... I don't want Barristan to die, but if my son comes to power, him versus my son is like just, an intrigue genius, and this guy's not. It could be quite an interesting little dance that happens there. But yeah, no wonder people like him. He's quite an honourable man. He has a son. So he has a son, so the line is going to continue onwards quite nicely there. Little Simon of the Reach, who's a little inbred clubfoot. Oh, don't worry, I'm struggling to warm to him. I'm going to warm to the man, but I can see why people are kind of like, well, we could have got worse, liege lords, couldn't we? You know, this is not going to pluck our eyes out or roast us over a fire. Yeah, his potential 6-year-old ruler, if we were to kill him, which we're not going to do now, but if we were to kill him, yeah, this is who's going to be in charge of us, potentially. A little inbred clubfoot. Yeah, not a single lick of talent. could be a problem. But for him, of course. And he's a Baratheon as well, so yes, a lot of the Stormlands will be happy, because it's like, oh, Baratheon's back, oh, that them Durandons, those phonies. Don't worry, it will soon all be ours. Toclis will be the ruling family here. Seems like a long time away now. Anyway, we'll see. So that's let's go to the family tree, is what I was trying to find. There we go. So basically then, we're still alive, and we have our 4 kids. We're not bothered about the rest of the family. Dickon came to us because he lost the Amber Company, because I don't know why, but he did. He's got some sons, he's got some Oh! Dickon died. Oh, I think we saw that last time, actually. Yes, my little great nephew? Great nephew? Yeah, nephew, great nephew, died. That's rather unfortunate, actually. Tancred Tocliffe, my nephew, where is he? He's in Amberley. Yes, so him and his family came across to us. I seem to remember that last session. But anyway, Dumbledore got married matrilineally. He's married to Belmore people, so he's cracking on quite nicely. Elquist, of course, he is the ruler of Parchments. He's got little Barristan, my grandson, who I'm sure I was warding at one point. Look at that frizzy hair. He looks a bit simple, doesn't he? He's got a rash, but he's honourable, just, a family man, kind, authoritative, a very noble person. Married to Benissa Grandison, who was a spymaster of Parchments. Not a bad little lad, my grandchild Barristan, my namesake. Very nice indeed. Eldera's married into House Reed, and that's Elquist's little line there, quite nice. Got another sort of the kids as well. Got little Monfrid, who's married to a Cockshaw. He's 13. He's looking not bad, not great. I'm actually his guardian, funnily enough. Let's see if I can give him some good training. Courtney, a little Courtney. Tocliffe, age 6. He's not too bad. So that's Elquist. He seems to be cracking on quite nicely, ruling the Parchments there. Sister Beverly, married into House Karen. Of course, she was one that was in prison for a long time because we didn't get her out until her brother did, and her son is still in prison at age 17. And he's a lunatic, because he's been in prison that long. But he worships some strange gods, so maybe that's probably one of the reasons why he's still there. I don't know. But yeah, but the main line, of course, is this line. So Edric still, if we get to play as him, he's pretty decent, and we're gonna go really, really high plotting, high scheming, high murder. We're gonna go all out, all stops to get the family where they need to be. Could be quite fun. So I'm hoping to get some time with him. We'll see what happens. Brindamere, of course, is the more useless of the potential rulers we'll get to control. He's already aged 30, though, so that's quite cool. Because don't forget, Cameron is also a genius. So if he dies, it's game over because he's got 2 sons. So sorry, Cameron, you're long removed now from succession. But it would have been nice to be in control of him. But yeah, Brindamere's craven, cynical, cruel, and shy. A strange fella. And he's now had 3 kids himself. So we've got Elise. We've got Oliver, who's an idolizer. And little Gladden. Lovely names. Gladden. Yeah, hence, yeah, scheming withdrawal. Do you know what? It's nice not to scheme, I suppose. I think not so much. Well, I think scheming is quite powerful in this game, and it's clearly the nature of business in these times. But so it's nice not to scheme, and especially now that it's quite nice to just let things play out without too much of our interference. See what happens naturally as the AI do their thing, unless we're goaded. So that's the family, still in one piece, just about. Nobody in prison. The succession is still the succession. So my son is basically going to inherit. What is he going to inherit? Can we see what he's heir to? Basically everything that we've got, I think. He's heir to the Lordship of the Rainwood, the Lordship of Amberley, the Lordship of Blue Grove. He's a powerful vassal, and he has a favour from his brother. Okay. So basically he's going to take everything that we've got, pretty much. And then we'll have to take it from there. Okay. So that is the family. Everything's looking quite cool there. All my vassals love me, and why wouldn't they? I've been in power for a long time. My court love me, not a single negative opinion. Who the hell are you? Dickon's wife? Dothraki woman? I kind of feel like we should oust her from court, to be honest with you. She could cause some problems. But, well, just keep an eye on it, it's fine. Okay, we've got one alliance left out of the alliances that we've had, and this is the alliance of the Vale that we got all those years ago in an act of desperation. Kind of funny that's our last alliance standing. But yeah, how many men has he got? He's still got 5,000 men, so that's quite cool. That was through Dumbledore's marriage, right? Yeah, it was. So that's that. Let's have a look at the council. So we've got a Castellan, the jolly Sir Andrum, who's overseeing the realm. We've got our Justicar, who is our son, who is performing statecraft. What? There's many people that we could put in that position that are better, but hey, I suppose it's keep it in the family. My son is Master at Arms, Elquist. He's training troops. Keep it there, that's fine. Maester's decent. Spymaster is Sir Bruce. We brought him in to replace our wife because he was decent, hoping to get that pesky Baratheon killed. That didn't work, but we're going to have him now scheme instead of build a spy network. Maester and performing charity. So everything on the council is pretty hunky-dory. I mean, this is a slight issue, but ultimately we'll keep it as it is because we don't give a crap. We're retired now. Designated regent was the Maester. He asked for that position. We give it to him because we were busy at the time, and well, he's pretty decent Maester. Bodyguard, we have 2 less, but again, we're 64. We've got our mad brother as our bodyguard. That's quite funny. But we've got this guy. He's pretty decent. Sir Lucian the Ill-Tempered, 70, and a tournament winner, right? Yeah. So we've got all the bodyguarding that we need. We're quite happy with that. Captain of the Household Guard. We're going to give it to Lucian. Master of the Horse, Master of the Hunt, High Almoner, Cupbearer, my son. Maester Martin's the court shooter because we've lost our wife, who was the court shooter, of course. And commanders, we're quite happy with those. So our council is still pretty loyal. Our liege's council, we don't give a flipping flying cahoot. Who's on our liege's council right now? We could look into it and try to sway and cajole. No, we're not bothered. Right, so everything here is fine. Obligations, fine. Okay, primogeniture, that's good. Military, okay, don't need to know about that. Right, any plots? We're not going to plot, but it'd be quite interesting to see what plots are available, though. Lots of killing plots, rescuing plots, inciting, revolting kind of plots. Fabricate a claim on the Kingdom of the Stormland kind of plots. Nothing jumping out there at us, and a few people want to kill my sister. Right, okay, so let's have a look at the decision. So demand installation of claimant, because this is because we started a faction, you see. Initiate a palace coup. This would be quite cool to do. This would be quite cool to do. Could you imagine? I mean, of all the times to instigate a palace coup, this would be it, really. If we were to get 150% plot power, this would be quite cool. I would probably do it. I must admit, we're a military man. We might, you know, if we were to get to that stage. But no, we're going to go hunting. We're going to go hunting. Converge to leaders cup? No. Hold of fees. Go on a grand hunt. It's going to cost some money though. It's going to cost 10 gold. Can't even afford to go on a hunt yet. But yes, our first task of the session is going to be to de-stress and enjoy our retirement and go hunting. We can repay this loan, but we can't because we can't afford it. So we have a loan to pay back. Don't forget. Any dragons yet? Nope. Still, he's got a dragon's egg. No dragons yet though. Okay, perfect. So we've got the faction on the go. Lady Johanna for the Stormlands. And we can't join any of these. Okay, good. Okay, we haven't got a full court, have we? No, not yet. We're fine, we're fine. We're unmarried. Well, we're going to remain unmarried for a long time, my friends. So Dickon the Mad and Lord Edric. So my family members can be imprisoned for slights, but we're not going to do that. And Sworn Shield, we're not bothered about that just yet either, so let's get rid of that. Okay, so there you go, folks. We're 8:15. It's time to crack on. It's time to crack on now and see what the game brings us. Calamity. Calamity, I feel. I feel a lot of calamity coming on today's session. A lot. Oh, it's going to be 20 degrees tomorrow and sunny. I'm going to be working from home with my windows open and bliss. Right, Aline Lannister has had composite bow removed from the treasury. I'm expecting something to happen in here. I'm expecting something. I mean, even look at this. The king and his lands are a little bit higgledy-piggledy. So basically, we are in retirement mode. We're 64. We're just watching, waiting. Tarth, when his mother dies, this guy's going to be going across to Dawn. Right. So basically, this is attend the tourney of Catswold. So we can't enter tourneys anymore, it seems. I'm assuming, because the last few tournaments that have happened, we can only go as a spectator. We have no money to bet with, so basically, we ain't going. Hang on. Why am I in command? Am I a commander? I'm a commander of the Reach. Can I? No. Commander of the... I have a flipping laugh. How do we resign? How do we resign? I ain't been a commander for him. You can forget that for oh. Lord Paramount Raymond of the Reach has declared Lord Paramount Raymond's claim on Cracklaw Point war on Lord Kermit of Cracklaw Point. Okay, this is Cracklaw Point. Whoopie-doo. Where's Crack? I don't know where Cracklaw bloody Point is. It's a point somewhere. Is that Cracklaw Point? That's Sharp Point. Oh, apologies. Wrong point. Yes, how do we resign? I don't want to be his commander. Get lost. How dare you use me like this? I'm 64, man. Do you think I'm going to go riding into your damn battles for you after what you've done to me and my family? You can forget it, buddy. Is it indecisions? How do I step down? Can I step down? I can do that, right? Forbid myself from leading armies? No? Yes. Aha! Shame on you. I am forbidding myself from leading armies. I'm too old, I'm afraid. Too old, my liege. I am too old. I'm 64 and frail. Oh, what a horrible cough. Must be this pox coming. Oh, look at that. The Thieves Guild has already been eradicated from the Blue Grove. Oh. Anyway, let's quickly pause it. I just want to see if anybody else has joined this faction. Just out of interest. Lady Johanna for the Stormlands? Nobody else is joining. We're not, well, we're just keeping an eye. We're not doing anything else about it. That's a shame. I want to actually be, I want to Simon Horp. Oh, Simon Horp. Oh, Mr. Horp. Not Kyle Horp, unfortunately, because he died. Our former ward and protege. The man who we had an epic joust with in that tournament. He died in the last session too. It was quite a catastrophic session last session. When you think of all the things that happened. Was not good. Dear me. Right, anyway. Let's have a look now. Oh, so we know that down here Dawn is Iona the Black when she dies. The heir is his Tarthy's mother, and then when she dies, Tarthy gets it. I don't want to read that for a second. Okay. Oh, it's my grandson. Yeah. Also, this hair-lipped, gout-ridden Lannister swearer joined the war on the Reach's side, which was basically the thing that tipped the scales completely out of our control. I think if she didn't join this war, I think we'd have been all right. I think we'd have stuck it out. But having two, paramounts against you, it was game over. So she's in the flipping bad books and all. Not that we're going to do much about that. Anyway, so as we were looking northwards, we saw a few little things. So basically, yeah, we got a Stark, Arthur the Usurper of the North. Stark. So he is there. Another Stark is the heir. So the Starks are back, baby. The Starks are back. 10 members are alive. They were on death's door at one point. There's about 3 of them left. But they're back now with a bang. And back in control of the North, which I suppose is quite nice. We don't want too many Baratheons spreading their bloody seeds all over. And look at that. We've got the Trident rule Ironrath. And that's because, of course, Ironrath is the seat of power of the Foresters. And, of course, the Foresters, by some hook or crook, are in control of the Trident. The Riverlands, or it's the Trident, whatever. Is that been renamed? Was it always the Trident, the name of the paramountcy? Or was it called the Riverlands before? Anyway, it is what it is. They've got it. They've got it now. So that's why that's a big blue blob there. We've still got Osric, the evil in charge of the Vale. So he's been there for a little while. And of course we have the new child king, Rogar Baratheon, who the regent is Grand Maester Dennis of the Iron Throne at 52. He's a pretty able character. Diligent and patient and stubborn and greedy. Archmaester. Look at all his chains. Get you. Don't let them weigh you down, son. Right, okay. Grandson, Monfred, breaking rules. Apparently he thinks winning is more important than fair play. We can tell him to learn quickly to be ruthless or put a stop to that. No, do you know what? Let's not be nasty to other kids now. Winning is more important than fair play. I think we were honourable once and we were kind once, yeah. And, when we've come to the jousting tournaments, we've had opportunities to bribe our fellow courtiers to take a fall, and we never did it. Not once did we do it. We were tempted, I'm telling you, but not once did we take that dishonourable line. So no. I don't think so, Sonny Jim. Play by the rules. Because look where it gets you. It gets you trodden over. Like a soft touch. People think you're a soft touch when you're nice and kind. And, yeah, oh, you wouldn't dare backstab us. He's too kind for that. Let's take the piss. I think someone have a dragon or an egg. Yeah, we looked at that. It was just an egg. Just this guy. Master Zarak of Astapor has a dragon egg. It hasn't hatched yet. Astapor isn't... Well, it's quite far. Not a million miles away. I mean, apparently... In fact, That may hatch. Be interesting to see if it does. I want it to hatch. I want to see drama. I've never seen a dragon in this game. Never. I haven't played in any timestamps that involves dragons. I haven't seen any playthroughs with dragons. I haven't played this. This is my first proper playthrough of this game. So I haven't seen dragons in this game. So it would be quite nice to see what happens if that egg hatches. But of course it'll be a baby dragon when it hatches as well, so it won't be like a full grown dragon for quite some time. But nonetheless, it would be interesting. I've discovered a promising candidate that could potentially be strong armed to join factions that you support. How do you wish to proceed? This is Lord of Blueburn. How many men does this Lord of Blueburn have? 6,000 men! That's a Lord Aegon, Merryweather. He's a Reach person, right? So we can have Reach people joining the factions, or the faction, to put Lady Johanna back on the Stormlands throne, which is rather interesting. Now, this isn't going to cost us anything, so do you know what? We can ask to threaten. Yes. Do you know what? Yeah, I've instigated this. Yeah, whatever. Off you go, pal. Do it. Do it. If you think you can threaten him to join the faction, do it. Not a problem. My black stains on my honour? Do you think I care about black stains on my honour at this point? No, clearly not. Black stains my foot. Okay, so young Monfred seems to always be willing to share. Get out and talk to people. Yeah, we're gregarious ourselves. We love making friends, so let's encourage him to do the same. Right, Lord Barristan Topcliffe, I hereby invite you to attend the tourney of Fawn Crag. I don't want to go and watch tourneys. For a start, it's too painful because I want to join the tourney and I can't. So I don't want to watch the tourney because it's too painful. It's like when I had my situation with my old clocks and I had to stop watching football. Oh, my camera, I forgot to do my camera focus. My camera settings, bear with me. That's one thing, because I literally came back and started setting the stream up at like 7:27. So I completely forgot to do my settings. I've just gone out of focus a bit. There we go. Let's change the focus. There we go. Let's change this up a touch. Okay, still about, that's about right. There we go. Oh, and I've lost the chat now. Happy days. It seems quite hard to expand. I don't think it's, yeah. It is and it isn't. I think there's a little bit of luck involved sometimes, and I think it's harder to expand in this version of the game. I think it's easy to expand in the base game. I think one of the difficulties of this game is your domain limit is much reduced compared to the base game, so it's more difficult for you to hold onto larger pieces of land. So yeah, I think in the original game it's slightly easier. But yeah. So we're not going to watch the tournaments because it's too painful. Too painful. Ooh! So, my new competent spy master, Sir Bruce of Brownhill, has managed to twist Lord Aegon the Giant's arm to join our faction. Isn't it interesting what happens when you don't try to push for these things yourself? Sometimes they just fall into your lap. So he's got 6,000 men, which is a decent chunk of power there. Takes it up to 26%. Clearly because he's now got 2 Lord Paramounts. So he's, for us to get anywhere near 100%, we're going to need a hell of a lot of people joining. Even with 10,000 men, we're going to need what? If that's 26% at 10,000 men, we're going to need like 40,000 men or something ridiculous here. Clearly, it's not going to happen anytime soon. But hey, we'll keep it rolling. You just never know, do you? Septon, you're getting not a damn thing. Does it look like I can afford to give you anything for a start? Stop coming to me asking for monetary rewards for doing your damn job. Alright? This is not bonus related pay. Galadon Durandon, my courtiers, expressed a desire to get married, and that's why I'm up. Go and marry as you please. Do you think I give 2 craps about who you're marrying? I maybe should do, but I don't. Because I'm retired now. Having an ice cream. Oh, nice. Do you know what? When I went for lunch today, I had, obviously, jam roly-poly, but somebody else on the table had ice cream. Just 4 scoops of ice cream in a dish, strawberry and vanilla. And given that it was warm, I was thinking to myself, ooh, I've got to be in the mood to eat ice cream. I don't eat ice cream that often. I've got to be right fancy it. But actually, I don't think we've got any ice cream either. But yeah, I could actually eat ice cream this evening. My favourite ice cream is Haagen-Dazs. And this is going to sound really boring, but my favourite is Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream. Love it. So creamy, sweet, delicious. I'm not a big fan of all these fancy flavours. Don't like Ben & Jerry's either. Right, Sir Andrew Hasty has been a leal and able... Oh, for God's sake. Oh, is he this? No, he's the Castellan. He's the jolly fella. Yes, I'll grant you the Blue Grove. No, you can. Yeah. Do you know what? I'll give you a favour. How about that? Whatever you want from me, ask away. I'll give it to you. But no money, no land, nothing more than that. Right, so when it comes to hunting, right? When it comes to hunting, it says it costs 10 to go on a hunt. Does it cost any more down the line, or is it a one-off payment, and that's it? Is it? Because if it's going to cost slightly more to do other things in the hunt, then we'll have to wait a bit longer to go hunting. But if it's just 10 gold and off you go and happy days, then we'll do a hunt now, if anybody knows. Right, we got a message here. This is a matrilineal betrothal. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. We propose that Lady Sabara of the Dornish Marches and Robert Caron should be betrothed matrilineally. So, who is Robert Caron? Oh, he's my grandson. She's Lady Sabara of the Dornish Marches. She's a lady with a decent amount of power. Dornish Marches is down here and he really is the Beverly. He's a grandson, but he's not really any importance, really, is he? You know what? Yeah, why not? When they come a-knocking, maybe we should have said, if you join the faction first. Join the faction first, then you can do it. Eldara is responding very well to my tuition. Oh, very good. Who's Eldara? The Eldara. Oh, I can hold a summer fair. I can demand installation of claimant. It's obviously not going to work, is it? Right. You know what? Let's go on a hunt. Let's see. We don't know where it's going to work. We've never gone on one before. Let's go. Hunt away. I have given the order for a grand hunt to be organised in Amberley. Oh, happy days. It's been a long time since I've done anything active. My last tourney was a while ago. So let's go hunting. My new hobby. I'm going to have to get my kicks somehow. The calm before the storm. So basically this is where I kill myself now. You watched the Dungeons and Dragons film? Is that the Thieves something or other? Is it already on TV? Is it already on Sky or something? Or did you go to the cinema? Oh, Paramount Plus. Okay, pretty cool. Loads of people say it's really good, so I will watch it when it eventually comes to something that doesn't require a subscription fee. See, I don't have Netflix, I don't have Sky Movies, I don't have anything to do with it, because I don't watch TV, you see, so it's no use to me. I could, in fact I might, find other means to watch it, if you get my drift. Could be, yeah, 'cause it's probably worth watching. I'm such a good hunter that I do not always need my retinue when I hunt. There is a large pack of wolves ahead, and they look hungry. I could go and try to kill them myself, or I could run. I don't run from anybody, or anything. Onwards! I'm not even looking at the percentage chances. We're still alive, that's the main thing. Does it happen straight away? Have we got away with it? Actually, funny enough, I heard an advertisement for Paramount Plus just this morning on the radio when I was taking my car to get the car to the car wash. Because my I'm going to put my name down for football on Wednesday. I haven't played for a little while, and I need to get some football in, get myself back into the swing of things, you know. That's discussed in the Formula 1 stream. Oh, by the way, the game of football that I played after the stream on Thursday, when I said I'd report back to you, there was nothing to report back. We lost 1-0, and I had an average game. I didn't play bad, but I didn't play particularly well. But I played today, and we won 2-1, and I was man of the match. So I thought, oh, it's a good start. Maybe the form books are turning a slight touch now, and that was even after a heavy meal. So I was quite pleased this evening. The Grand Hunt is over for now. What? What have we got? Is that it? Well, we found it entertaining, apparently. That's a bit of a damp squib, it seems like to me. No high dramas. Nobody losing a limb. No sign of what we've caught. Did we catch a boar? Did we catch some animals? What's happening here? Peasant revolt for Lonmouth. Is that you? Who are you? Peasant revolt for Lonmouth. Don't care about generosity. Oh, hang on. Amanda Topcliffe. Amanda, who are you? You're the daughter of Sir Tancred, who is the son of Sir Dickon. Okay. We have to, because now that she's in my court, I have to pick something for you, do I? Right, okay, dear. Focus. I almost thought we should do random select. She's good at martial. Should we make her prideful? Groom for rulership? No. Left to her own devices? Yes. Train yourself. See how that fares. My grandson Robert Karen asked for a fief of his own to govern. He would like the lordship of Bluegrove. Well, let me tell you something, Robert. I'd like £2 million. Doesn't mean I'm going to get it now, does it? No, it doesn't. You're not ready. Okay? You're not ready. Yeah? So, wind your neck in. Alright? Silly Billy. I think I should be rule of the Bluegrove. Just got a little, there's many family members ahead of you that would be higher up on the list of priorities to give the Bluegrove to you if we were so inclined to give it away in the first place. Now, I've just betrothed you to a little lady, so go and speak to her and get to know her. Stop messing me about. Silly man. Okay. Any advancements on the faction? No, we've lost the member that we threatened. Right, okay. So clearly it's going well then. Good to see that we've got 5,000 men now though. Yeah, 5.3 thousand. That's not bad at all. Oh dear. So Mr. Thornton here has been excommunicated. I mean, he is a torturer and cruel. Okay. Grave situation indeed. We have some kind of internal strife here. Cape Wrath civil war to increase council power. Cape Wrath, the ruler of Cape Wrath is Lord Walter. We haven't really gotten on with him massively, I will admit. He's currently a commander of the Reach, not on the council. Okay, so we've had an incident here on the Trident. So basically, Lord Paramount Carlon, at the age of 26, has recently, as in this year, died in personal combat in the midst of battle. Had his nose chopped off. How very lovely. And therefore, his young son, Benfred of the Trident, has come into power. Little Benfred Forrester, who is age 4 and has the flu. And if he dies from the flu, which is this possibility, it will be passed to the Iron Throne. And then it will be given to probably another Baratheon. This could be a theme, a pattern. We could have a Baratheon in charge of the whole every single bloody land here. Oh dear, that's not looking good for the House Forrester's claims on the Trident. Hang on! The White Stag. Lately you have heard persistent rumours from peasants and travellers in the wilds that a strange mythical beast has been sighted in your realm. It's a white stag, powerful and elusive. The common folk claim it comes from another world and that the hunter who claims it will be imbued with divine power. Oh yes, I will send people to find it now! I mean, I'm a bit old for divine power, but maybe divine power will give me an extra 20 years of life. The elixir of eternal youth. And then I'll come out of retirement, because I can't be retired for 20 years, can I? Being retired for 5 or 6 is fine. I mean, I might live to 80 naturally, to be honest with you. It's a long time to be retired, isn't it? Which is a good thing in real life. It's good to be retired for like 20 years and enjoy yourself. But when things need to get done in the lands, having a ruler that's taking a back seat, probably not the best of things to happen, is it? Maybe his son will kill him, who knows. Lord Barristan of Tockliffe, I hereby invite you to the Grand Tourney. It's a grand tourney, but I can afford to gamble now. But I have better things to do. Maybe, yeah. Do you know what? No, I'm looking for a white stag. It's ill-timed, actually. I need to be ready in case my people find a white stag. I can't be busied sat in a tournament, I'm afraid. I was quite tempted to go because not only is it an opportunity to place a bet, but it's an opportunity to find fighting men, bodyguards, commanders, for our court. Our tournaments, aren't they, as well? So they are good to attend for that reason alone, I think. But we'll go to the next one, or when we've finished hunting for this white stag. Just got to be ready for it. Summer fair could be a good call, actually, right now. The old tradition that died a death after the death of the man who, was it Miles Tockliffe introduced that? Or was it somebody else? I can't remember. But we haven't had a summer fair for ages. Should we have a summer fair? 25 gold. Wait till we get a bit more money. Because with summer fairs you do have to buy other things as well. It's a very lonely life without your wife, isn't it? Obtaining a Valyrian steel sword. Oh. Tourney of Grassy Vale. I'm losing prestige hand over fist with these damn tournaments. I can say, don't ask me about these types of tourneys again. Or tourneys in general. I do want to go to some. Grassy Vale. Where the hell is Grassy flipping Vale anyway? Oh, over there. No, not for now. No. I'll go to the next grand tourney, how about that? I'm assuming all lords get this message, but we're probably thinking that because we were an epic tournament jouster ourselves, that people come running to us, you know, oh, it'd be good to have you there as an esteemed jouster yourself, to have you just to, your presence would be much appreciated. Oh, look at that, another child to the Durandon motley crew. Okay, he wants to come to us. A small recompense. No, I don't need another septon, thank you. Or do I? No. Sorry about that, pal. I know you hear that it's a really nice place to come down here. You know, we look after our staff very well. Winter Kings added to their treasury. Yes, we treat, you know, we give them one day off a month. We're very kind like that, you see. But I'm afraid we're very happy with our current septon. King Rogal. Ooh, hang on! Good news, my lord! We have received credible reports of a recent sighting of the great white stag in the county of Parchments. Saddle my horse! Straight away! I can visit my son when I'm up there, so I'm very fortunate. Today my brother Sir Dickon asked me for a fief of his own to govern. You're not ready yet. You're a lunatic, actually. And you've got gonorrhea. So clearly you're not having a damn thing. The world is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumours have reached you that people are conspiring. I know, I've seen that already. I know. What's the plan for the week ahead? Right, the week ahead. Tomorrow I'm not going to say that I'm not streaming, and I'm not going to say I am streaming just yet, because I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Somebody's asked me to play football, and I haven't confirmed that I'm playing football yet. I don't think I will, actually. I think I'm going to turn that down. But I might be going out somewhere. But it's not been confirmed yet. So I'll let you know about the stream. There's a possibility that I could be streaming tomorrow. But not a certainty. So that's tomorrow. But whether I stream or not, I will get a session of something up. Probably Contraband Police. Tuesday... football, but hopefully we'll be back on again, because I haven't played football on a Tuesday for what feels like about 2 months now. So the season has kicked off again. It was just the past 2 weeks have been cancelled, so hopefully I can play football on Tuesday. Wednesday, I've just put my name down to play football on Wednesday. Thursday I'll be playing football. I'm trying to get my games of football in this week, clearly. Get back into the swing of things with football now. And then Friday, I have the day off, because I've booked it off. I like to book the Friday off before a bank holiday. So it's bank holiday on Monday, next Monday. So I like to book the Friday off to have a nice 4-day weekend. So Friday, I'm going to be doing absolutely nothing all day and just chilling out. I might get a few recorded sessions up, scheduled for the weekend, because I'll be in London. So I might take Friday as a day to do some recordings, and then on the weekend I'm in London. So a pretty busy week, I suppose. Medicine, money, develop his theories. Wants to write a book. 20 gold. Go on then. Just make sure you put my name down somewhere in the book, please. If you have, come across a medical marvel, a medical miracle. Oh dear, my sister's not been herself. Why don't you write a book on this? She's lost weight and been overcome by episodes of intense fatigue. Oh, she's got cancer. That's not good at all, is it? That's my sister, right? Yes. Married to Axel Tarth. She's 61. I mean, obviously, in today's money, 61 isn't that old, really, in the grand scheme of things. Well, it's old, but it's not like death's door old, is it? Whereas in these times, 61 is probably death's door's old, really. So you should be grateful. Should be grateful to be 61, I'm afraid. Some people don't have this luxury. They die a natural death at 42. One of our family members died a natural death, didn't they? At like a ridiculous age, wasn't it? Miles? Yeah, natural death, age 45. Oh yeah, completely natural. Right, anyway, you have gathered your followers and your hunting dogs. You have saddled your horse and prepared your weapons. You are ready to set out to hunt the great white stag. Now this is the kind of hunt that we can be on board with. Hunting for a few poxy boar? Nah. An envoy of the Astapori Bank of Astapor has arrived in Amberley. He is seeking repayment of the loan I have with the bank. I will pay just the interest. I can say you're not getting a penny out of me. We lose a little. Oh, does this mean that the debt is written off? No, we're an honourable person. Well, we're kind of honourable, but this sounds to me that we're kind of defaulting on our loan. Go away, Astapori Bank. Ah, you stupid people. What are you going to do? We ain't got it, so get out of here. No, we'll pay just the interest. We'll pay you an install. Can we set up an instalment plan? I've got fairs to do. Feasts to have. I mean, we might have a feast as well. We're retiring. We retire. We might have a feast. Not a feast for a while. In fact, are we still fat? Yeah. Oh, my incompetent castellan has led a group of smugglers. Oh, smuggler's ring. You idiot. God. Incompetent moron. Hello, Liv. Welcome. Welcome. Fruitlessly scouring the countryside, you come upon a small cottage in the wilds. As you knock, a beautiful young woman opens. She pauses and gives you a warm, inviting look and says, "It's very lonely out here. I wonder if you will stay the night." I really shouldn't. Just lost my wife. 3 years ago. Oh no! We haven't found the white stag, but it sounds like we might still continue to look. Lord Terence of Tudbury Hall is trying to usurp my title. Oh. Let it be for now. As if you're going... These idiots with their false claims really are not going to do much, I don't think. I mean, really, are you going with your 23 men going to do anything about that? If you do fabricate a claim, you idiot. Let it be known that we have a good relation with Tudbury Hall and have for some time, so don't ruin it, please. Right, good. Soldiers, good. Keep them coming. Hello, Haller, welcome. Anyway, is he still alive? Oh God. He is still alive. He still has the Stormlands and the Breach. I've lost a commander. Everybody's dying on us here. Maybe we've got 3 commanders. Yeah, Lucian's not a best of he's more of a fighter than a commander, is our Lucian, isn't he? I mean, he's the best of it that we've got. Oh, we'll stick with just the 3 commanders for now. It's not as if we're a war-torn civilization here. Right. I know that one of my slothful courtiers is capable of more than he realises. I want to push the courtier into being more ambitious. I believe there's great potential in that. So who's this? This is Joffrey Waters. I don't need to do this. Clearly. No. Who are you, Joffrey? Do we care about you? You're not even a member of the council. Okay, so Tancred Wild has had some things added to the treasury. Yes, all right. My weekend has been quite lovely, actually. Thank you very much. Hope you have had a good one too. Of course, our weekend is almost over now, given it is 9 o'clock at night. But hey, they tend to fly by, don't the weekends? It's unfortunate. It's one of the things I enjoyed about being in the police was we got like 3 and 4 days off at a time, which clearly is a nice set of days off. Going down to just 2 days off, especially after just leaving the police, was quite a change. Well, obviously we're used to it now, but yeah, they go by far too quickly. Tourney of Laygood Keep. Just a regular tourney? Nah, thanks. Nah, I waste my time. I'm waiting for a grand tourney. We will go to a grand tourney. We will go to the grand tourneys. It's the only tourneys that we should be gracing now with our presence. Dawn seems to be having some kind of an issue. No? Or is this the issue with the king? Where are they going? The Stoneway Army? Where are they going? Stoneway Army? Okay. Some kind of claim on the Red Dunes. Gerion Storm, son of my son Dumbledore, son of my son Dumbledore, my grandson basically. His focus, education. Oh, he's actually not bad. Right, ooh, I'll give you a diplomatic education. Go on then, Sonny Jim. Okay, what quality education we have for Gerion Storm? There's not really, you know, a priority. Gerion can have the basic education. It's only the important children that get the full mashings. Shh, don't tell anybody. Harris Karen died in the dungeons of... Oh, Beverly's come to my... Oh, hellfire, it's all kicking off. So Beverly is... She's the one that was being threatened or killed, wasn't it? She's the one that's being, like, plotted to be killed. Died in the dungeons of Master Jarup of Pentos Harbour. Robert Cameron has got a weak claim on the High Lordship of the Dornish Marches. Interesting. Cause Lady Sabara is a lady, of course. Robert Cameron is betrothed, and he's actually got a claim on the place himself. How interesting. Wow. We could probably make this happen if we wanted to. Do we want to? Seven days on, 7 days off. You see, I take that. Because in the police we work 7 days. Anyway, we work 7 on, 3 off, 7 on, 4 off. So 7 on, 7 off. But I'm imagining to get 7 off that those 7 days on are long shifts, right? They must be. At least 10 hours. So I'm used to working 7 days straight. Right, okay, so we've got a slight conundrum here. Oh, 9 hour shifts. That's not bad then. 7 set of 9 hour shifts. And then 7 days off. I'd take that working pattern any day. I'd like that. I would like that pattern. Jedi Survivor. Seems, I don't know. Clearly, I'm not a Star Wars fan, so that's why I've never played these kind of games. But it does look like a good game, and I've heard good things about it. I have heard good things, and seen somebody posted some pictures in the Discord server, some photos, loads of photos. Was it you, Chan? Somebody posted some photos anyway in the Discord server, and it looked quite like a game with some good vistas. Right. So the question is, folks. We're retired, so we shouldn't really be getting involved in pushing weak claims of a random grandson. Beverly's come across with her child, who has betrothed to Lady Sabara of the Dornish Marchers. She asked for this matrilineal marriage, and in a strange twist, wouldn't it be a strange twist if the very person that she wants to betroth, or whoever the regent is, or whatever the council has betrothed her to, ends up usurping her title from her? That would be quite ironic, wouldn't it? But we have no reason to do this. If he was actually a blood Topcliffe relative rather than a Karen, I would be much more inclined to give this some serious thought. You know, spreading the family name and all that, but he's not. He's a Karen. He's a grandson by blood. He will have our blood in him, but he doesn't have the name, you see. And as somebody pointed out many moons ago, oh, it's about the name, you know. About the name. Yeah, it's about the name. Oh, yes, you're a Karen too. Oh, one of these kind of situations, is it? Oh, you're marrying a cousin. I sound surprised. Right, so no, we're not going to do that. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. We're retired. We can't be getting involved in pushing wars right now. No, we've got white stags to find and all sorts. In fact, we've got command. In fact, I thought we lost a council position there for a second, but I don't think we have. My son really is not the best justicar here, is he? Should we replace him? The Lord of Rainhouse is not bad. I mean, he's not great. Lucian, my captain of the household guard, he's pretty decent. Not extra. And look at all his stats: diligent, humble, kind, patient, uncouth. Not great for a justicar, but hey, my son doesn't really need this role. He's very busy with his own stuff. Do you know what? Child. What? Oh, it's angered his brother. Look, Edric has got things to do, alright? He's got lands to run, he's got to prepare for my demise, alright? And clearly he wasn't the best man for the job, alright? Don't get your knickers in a twist, Elquist, please. Bloody hellfire. Right, we're not going to send her into hiding. I believe that we our vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspiracy proper leverage. Obligate the vassal. Who is this? Lord Grants of Rainhouse. Threaten the vassal. We will do nothing but ask politely. No, he's not going to scheme and plot against us, is he? Join factions? Really? What's that going to achieve? Right, this faction clearly isn't gaining any traction, so we're going to now disband that and be sad. Be sad about it, really, that nobody showed any loyalty to the former ruler there. They're clearly happy with the Baratheon in charge, so be it. I mean, can't we get her to change the succession law back to primogeniture? At least that would. Tawny's Standfast. I mean, I should probably ask not to be asked about this type of Tawny, aka a lowly Tawny. I hope that's not all Tawnies, but yeah, lowly Tawnies, don't ask me because we're losing prestige out of this. Only come to me with the big Tawnies, thank you. I'm assuming that's what it means when it's saying this type of Tawny. Oh, Grey Plague, that's not good. Hopefully there's no Grey Plague spreading anywhere near us. Hopefully he hasn't touched any of us. I'm assuming that if them dragon eggs hatch, there will be a big announcement, because it's quite a big thing, isn't it? I think it's time for a summer fair very shortly also. Although we should be saving money to pay back this loan, really. Okay, show me the dragons. This is a different guy. This is a different guy. This isn't the original guy. This is somebody of Giss. Master Hasnak of Gis? This is not the Astapor guy. It's a different man, I think. Unless it's been passed down. There you go. Look at this. So we haven't looked at this actually in any great detail, but this is the egg here. Dragon egg of Borash. Dragons lay large-scaled eggs to reproduce. Over the aeons, unhatched eggs can become fossilized. Dragons have no fixed gender differentiation. According to Maester Aemon, dragons are but now one and now the other, as changeable as flame. Presumably this means that they are able to change from one sex to the other and back for whatever reason, but the mating habits of dragons are not fully understood. Upon the death of an owner of a dragon egg, the order of precedence for inheritance is blah 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 blah. So this was created, created? How do you create it? 8369, that's a long time ago. Obtained though in 8394, which was last year, but that was probably the switch. So it's gone to, well, the former owner was, or the original owner was Goodmaster Zarak, and he's obviously dead, and it's passed now to this guy. A lot of stillborn babies here. So yeah, dragon egg of Borash. Is Borash the name of the dragon that would hatch, or is that, I don't know, is that the place that it came from? See you later, Ollie. Dragon egg of Borash. Interesting. Oh, anyway, we are moving slowly but steadily. Hang fire, folks. Okay, that's going to happen now. That's the betrothal between the Karens. We've got a situation here. The North clans seem to have some land. Now, is this because they're in war at the moment? I don't know. This isn't good, though, is it? An Umber, House Umber, but it's classed as North clans. I think the North is in a war, basically. That might iron itself out when the war is finished. Attacking King Skarnir Hornblower in northern Beyond the Wall War of Emancipation. And also defending against, that's attacking, that is defending against Lord Osric the Tormentor in Lord Osric the Tormentor's War for the North. Okay, so he's got a couple of wars going on. This is the different guy. Yeah, the other guy died. Personal combat. So this is now a different ruler. This is now Lord Paramount Theodar. Another Stark boy is the heir, so the Stark line is still going, not strong, but they've still got inheritance covered for now. So yeah, he's got 2,000 men. That's not, he's not gonna, he's not, yeah, look at that, he's losing. He's going to lose both these wars. Quite badly, in fact. Oh, gosh. Looks like the North is in a bit of trouble. Bit of trouble there. Right, Lord Paramount Benfred. Still only 5. That situation's a bit scuppered for the time being. So the North is in turmoil. Oh, King Rogart of the Iron Throne has got a portrait now. He's now 15. It looks a bit, well, indifferent, really. It's a strange hairstyle, but maybe it's the crown, I don't know. But he's quite an intriguing kind of king. And look how many men he's got, 194,000. It's not a bad number, is it? He's diligent, authoritative, temperate, selfish and shy. He hasn't come of age yet. 11th moon, he'll come of age. 16, he'll get his full stats. We'll keep an eye on that, see what happens. Prince Ormond of the Iron Throne. He looks much more kingly, to me, at least. That's Helen, looks like a seasoned biker. Come on, game. Right, what are we doing? 48 gold. Is it time for a summer fair, or a feast? Fair or feast? Fair or feast? fish or fowl. Let's have a fair. Make the peasants happy. And then we'll have a feast. So we are having our first summer fair for some time. Right, we've got some kind of issue now going on. What's this? What is happening now? While passing judgment onto criminals from the safety of your throne, a young noble is brought before you. You quickly come to the conclusion that the man is indeed guilty. Condemning him might not be the best choice, as he is of noble birth. If we were to pardon the man, he might prove himself useful, but he would be in your debt. Release him and do not forget what I did for you. A man named Dennis and will also owe us a favour. However, no favouritism here, I'm afraid. You do wrong, you get punished. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Right, aha! The book, the medical book. Master Martin has published the results from his medical investigations. The book has not received any notable attention. It is just gathering dust in my library. What a waste of cash. Okay. That's interesting news. Not really that fussed. No plots. Okay. Right, the strolling players had set up the scene and were rehearsing their lines for tonight's performance at the summer fair when I approached them. I'd prefer if you performed The Crusader Kings. Theatre is a reflection of the world. Leave us soon. Lord Barristan wants you to join us for supper. No. Play Crusader Kings. Seems quite appropriate, doesn't it? Why wouldn't you? Play Crusader Kings. Oh, she's abdicated. I bet he's happy about it, isn't he? So she's abdicated in favour of my heir, Belissa Karen. Oh dear, didn't want the responsibility. Or maybe they're going to elope. Who knows? Right, another child is education. Eldara Topcliffe, daughter of Dickon. Another Dickon daughter. She's good at learning, but they can't do learning. Everybody do some intriguing then. Try your hand at some intriguing. My dear granddaughter, right. Okay, so the first summer fair in a long time is over. So we've had a hunt, we've had a fair. It is only right that we now have a feast, but that'll have to wait for a little while because we need to top up the coffers. If it's going to be a good feast, then it needs to be a good feast with all the mashings, all the trim, all the foodstuffs, all the jugglings, the fire eaters, the cartwheelers, the wheeler dealers. Everybody has to be there. It's going to cost something. It's going to cost some money. So we've got another excommunication going on. Who is he? He's somewhere in the Reach, probably. Yes. Grave situation for you, pal. Oh! Okay. So Tarthy is one step closer to obtaining Dawn. He is now the heir to Dawn. Is he blind? Oh no, I thought he was blind. Oh, he's got a headache though. He's not well. So if he dies... Yeah, his little clubfoot son comes into... Yeah, it would be a shame if you were to die from your headache. Brain tumour. Oh, what a shame. Oh. It sounds so bad, doesn't it? Can you imagine people, as I said it before, people just sort of listening in or catching sort of snippets of your conversation, or my conversation. I was talking about such things, wishing brain tumours on people. Like, what kind of a person are you? It's a game. So anyway, so here she is, Princess Morna of Dawn, who's 62. She has got the most strangely textured face. It's a little bit cratery. And she's already infirm. So basically, Tarthy is going to be taking Tarth away from the Stormlands very shortly when he becomes the Prince of Dawn. Will be interesting. Will be very interesting. We'll keep an eye on him, actually. Okay, very good. So machinations are happening here in Dawn. Is she still in charge, old hair-lipped Lannister woman? Yeah, look at the state of her. She looks like she's had a shock. She's 56 now. I'll owe you a favour. That's what I do around here. It's all to do with favours. Oh, so he doesn't like raiment. Uh-oh. It's almost coronation time. So King Rogar, who should now be of age, no, 11th moon I think it was. Yeah, 11th moon. Wants us to attend his court for a period of festivities leading up to the coronation. Yeah, we're retired. We're going to go and enjoy the festivities. We're going to go enjoy them. We're going to drink. We're going to eat. We're going to glare at Lord Paramount Raymond from across the table. Join all their factions. What factions are you in? Factions against the king. That's a dangerous game to be playing, sir. My liege lord Paramount Raymond has acquired a new bannerman, it seems, for he has agreed to give refuge to House Woods, who were previously landless and exiled. Desmond Woods, the head of the house, has been named Lord of Old Oak, swearing eternal fealty to House Baratheon. Old Oak, right on the coastline. Very generous, very generous. I have a nice coast, a nice sea view. Who the hell is this? Blackhaven army? Where's that army going? A large army? 6,000 men. There's a bit of a rumpus going on down here. There's a technical term. A rumpus. 10,000 men up here. This is a bit of another. Faith of the Southern Uprising? Sounds bad. Ah, this is what's happening. Lord Tymond Liddon. So he's doing something. What's he attacking? Oh! He's attacking the Lady of the Dornish Marches. Oh dear. She was thrust into power. Some nice music there. Right, this remote control of mine doesn't work anymore. Unless I'm right close to it. I think the batteries are going. Put my lights on. I'll do it later. Put this light on there. There we go. As darkness descends. So King Rogar kneels before the High Septon. What number is that in Roman numerals? L is 50, yeah? No? Is L 50? Is L 50? X is 10. XL. XL. 40. So if L is 50, the X before the L is 10 less than 50, so that's 40. 43, yeah? Yeah. LX would be 60. So the X before the L, yeah. What a strange numbering system. It's like when you used to see on the TV programs, what they used to do is they used to put the date of the program's creation or airing in Roman numerals at the bottom of the credits. And it's not so bad now because it's like 2000, isn't it? So it's just like, what's 2000? What's 1000? M? So it's MM. Is it MM? 2000? I think so, right? Yeah, right? So, yeah, so it's not so bad. But when it was 1990 something, it was like MCM, you know, it was like really long. It was like, what the hell is that? Anyway, the crown has been placed upon Rogar's head, and he has been proclaimed the king of the Blah-de-Blahs. Long live another Baratheon king. Long may you reign. Let's hope you don't start dishing out titles to your fellow bloody family members just because they're a Baratheon. It's not how it should work, alright? Right, I've been dismissed. It's another quick feast. An old man with a map. Came to me today, a bit annoyed in time. My lord, there's an old man. My something came to me today. I don't know who. Somebody came to me, talking about this old man with a map. My lord, there's an old man in the courtyard claiming he has to speak with you. He claims he has something you'd pay a great sum of money for. The old man seems to be a lunatic, but well, he claimed he had a map, an old map of Valyria, where great treasures are hidden. What, like dragon eggs? Bring this man in. The beginning of a story. A final adventure across the narrow sea. Screw it, we're off on an adventure. Before you stands an old haggard man in his 50s. Blows a book of dust in my face. Maybe 60s. He doesn't look Westerosi, nor does he look like a beggar. Intrigued, you asked him about the map. The old man gave a smile the smith would be afraid of. My lord, it has come to my attention that you are looking for a way to acquire a Valyrian steel weapon. As it happens, I have a map in my possession that may help you with your ambition. But before we continue, may I ask for an alcoholic refreshment? Your Septon, obviously annoyed, quickly asks, why do you need alcohol? The old man looks a bit down at his feet, waits a few seconds and refocuses back on you. Well, my lords, because no great story ever started with someone eating a salad. Yes, you first had my curiosity, and now you clearly have my full attention. Get this man some wine. The old man tells you he is certain about the location of the Valyrian steel you seek. He points it out on the map, appearing convinced. No doubt the journey will be long, arduous, and very dangerous. But purchasing this map and following it could yield great reward. 100 flipping gold! I'm 68, as if I'm going to get there in one piece. Oh, but we can't turn this down. This has been our ambition for a long, long, long time. And there could be further expenses for this journey. I got a feeling that this is a very expensive endeavour. Get a loan? I've got a loan outstanding. Oh, this is bad. There's going to be further money to throw at this. I reckon we will get a Valyrian blade out of this, but it's going to take time and it's going to be very costly. So we earn 3 a month, which is what? 3 12s, 40, 36 gold a year. I've been bitten on my neck. Got a right big lump on it. Bear with me, folks. I can't see, there's no lights on. Got a right big lump on my nose. I can't see it. Oh, you can see it there. Look at that. Can you see that? A red lump. I hope I've been bitten. And it's not something more sinister. Oh, the hell. Doesn't itch. Normally if you get bitten it itches. The old man tells you he's certain about the location. This is going to bankrupt us. This seems very irrational. Okay, let's go. Oh, shut up. It's fine. The Fellowship of House Topcliffe. The Fellowship of House Topcliffe. Where Gimli and Frodo and Gandalf were off on an adventure. Whilst preparing for the journey, your Septon suggests you should take somebody on this journey with you. I've assembled a group of people who are at the top of their respective fields and would be suitable to accompany you. The Great Warrior, a sailor and navigator, the comely healer, the old man shall come with me. Okay, so who are we taking? Should we take a vote, or should we do a random select? Should we take who we think is going to be best? A warrior, a sailor, Stefan, Fashbinder, a comely healer, or an old man. What do we reckon, folks? Come on, give me your thoughts here. The sailor and navigator does sound the most appropriate, I would agree. We're going to be sailing across the sea to get this. So, you know, having us get there in one piece for a start would be nice. You know, what good is a warrior if we sink? Someone needs to do the heavy lifting. Yeah, I mean, they've all got a purpose to serve. But which is the most important of the lot, I suppose, is what we've been asked here. A diplomat. Somebody to do the talk. I can do the talking. I'm gregarious. Diplomat? No. Don't need a diplomat. A comely healer? Well, if we don't get injured, we won't need a healer. Warrior? Always useful. I think it's a choice between these two for me. Warrior or sailor navigator. What do we reckon? What do we reckon, folks? Any advances? We've got one person saying navigator, one person saying warrior. Anybody got any other thoughts? The Fellowship of House Topcliffe. I mean, look at the state of this. What a band of merry men. I think I'm leaning towards sailor and navigator myself. If we're going on an adventure, having somebody to navigate you is clearly a very good choice. I am a great warrior with a high marshal. I also am good with people. I can do the job of here. I can do this job. Healer. As I said, we may not need one. If we do, we can just pay for one. Navigator, sailor, definitely very important. Let's go for it. I need a sworn shield. I've now got just 2 bodyguards. Who's Stefan? We'll bring him in. Right. A ship will be required. I should not have done this. 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 I knew it was going to be expensive and I still couldn't resist, and now we're getting further and further into debt. I feel like we have come this far, it would be foolish to stop, but we cannot afford. What the flippin' hell is that? Some kind of bug has flown in. So I don't have my windows open usually. But it's very warm today, so clearly I've had to open them. Yes, it's a flying. Of course, it's a flying bug. What else would it be? I really hate them all. It's a beetle. Oh, it's just a fly. That's a fly. That wasn't what was on there. No, forget it. Right, we have to pull out of this. Oh, we can't pull out. We cannot pull out. Build me a large warship. It will take 1 year to build. Oh my god, this is horrendous. How much for another loan? We probably can't take another loan because we already owe a loan back to the bank. Sheesh kebab. This is not good. We can't pull out of this now either. Oh, this is horrendously bad. Well, this is all we can afford. We can't even afford this. I'm seriously in big trouble here, folks. Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. The ship is docked, fully loaded and crewed, ready to depart on our quest. Stefan is alongside you on the bridge as you give the command to cast off. We are on a quest overseas! And you make a joke about naval life whilst riding in the most rickety old ship that you could afford. Oh no. Okay, my regent is... Regent! Conjure some cash out of thin air, will you? We're a bit poor right now. Oh, this is so bad. We are going to be in debt for a long time. Shh. Oh, can we sell something? Can we sell? Can't we sell a weapon? Can't we sell these? Can we sell these to somebody? You want to buy some stuff? Right. Where's my thingamabobs? Treasurer. Yeah. You might want to start collecting some taxes, like, urgently. Alright, pal? We are in serious debt. Serious debt. We've got smugglers' rings in Blue Grove. We'll have smugglers' rings everywhere. Thieves' guilds. Everything. Okay. So, life on the sea is clearly not very fun. We're bored. Oh, I'm bored. I can't hunt anything. I can't see any tournaments here. I've just been knocked about. Okay, I'll read a book. Ooh, I have a selection of books to read. The Lusty Tyroshan Maid, Naval Signals and Etiquette, Valerian for Dummies, Review the Rainwood's accounts for the last year. Well, we don't need fertility, do we? Naval Signals... Valerian for Dummies seems quite apt for the adventure. Reviewing the Rainwood's accounts, we probably want to not do that. We're probably going to bury our head in the sand. Like, do we want to see the Rainwood accounts right now? No, clearly not. They're knackered. I don't wish to see the horrendous debt I have just put us in for the sake of obtaining a Valerian sword. I mean, I'm supposed to be Barristan the Wise. The wise option would have been to say, despite the fact that I've been looking for a Valerian bracelet in my entire life, now at the age of 68, it's probably not the best time, given our situation. But we did. So, Valerian for Dummies it is. For that come in handy when we're doing our diplomacy. I can speak Valerian, you know. Oh dear. You've got plenty of time on your hands, Barristan. Oh, we need money. We need money. Right, he's now come of age proper. Let's have a look at him. He's an intricate web weaver. He's got some decent intrigue. Intricate web weaver. Not married though. At age 16, you want to get yourself a wifey. Get yourself a queen. Have we got any suitable queens? Beverly. How about Beverly? Marry the king. Okay, so Orin is such a caring grandson. Who is this? Orin, 29. Always ready to lighten up the mood during a somber family dinner or play with the children. Even though we may disagree from time to time, I can't deny his accomplishments as a grandson. People like... Okay, oh right, okay, we like our grandson. He's 29, Jesus. Which grandson are you? So, Orin Topcliffe. Edric's son. Wow. Brindamere is 34. Jesus, even my grandchildren are getting old. Cameron is 31. And Orin is 29. He's fat. Jovial fella though. A good fighter. Okay. Let's not look at our budget. Let's not look at our treasury. The stopover. Oh, hang on. Hang on. After many weeks sailing, we have finally crossed the summer sea and have arrived in port at Volantis to take on supplies. This is when you tell the men you intend to sail into the smoking sea in search of old Valeria, as the old man's map instructs to do. Many balk at this and desert, but others, including the trusty Stefan, remain loyal. More worthy men willing to take risk can be hired anyway. To pass the time, whilst the ship is resupplied, you and Stefan visit a local tavern. The atmosphere is raucous and friendly, but a group of hardened-looking sailors, clearly oblivious of your rank and status, take a disliking to Stefan. They are throwing insults at him and slighting his honour. And of course, we are well versed in the arts of diplomacy, quick tongues, and now we know a bit of Valyrian too. So we are going... We could have them dealt with. No, we are just going to quip back with a witty retort about their mother or something. Or about sleeping with dogs, maybe. And that soon shut them up. So the ship has set sail again. Stefan is still in one piece. Bound for the smoking sea. This sea was created from the shattered remains of Valyria after the Doom, and is now filled with volcanoes of smoking stacks of rock. The men are apprehensive. Some say it boils in places and is haunted by demons. Ah, these are myths, don't be silly. So where the hell are we? Can we see exactly where we are? Not really. What's happening here? To all subjects of King Rogar, the inheritance of the High Lordship of the Tolos has been thrown into question after the untimely death of Benfred Forrester. He has left no clear heir, and so I hereby name Alan Blackwood as his lawful heir. What? What has happened here? Oh, has he got the trident now? Oh, so the other guy died. So the other Forrester died, and now Rogar has got the trident. So is he just given that away? Or is he going to give it away? We died in the middle of the sea! For sake! We died in the middle of the sea! Oh! God knows how close we were to a Valyrian sword there. Okay, we need to take a pause on this. This is a whole new situation, folks. In fact, I'm probably going to end the session here. My food is almost ready, and we need to get into the new mindset of a new ruler. But before we finish, we're going to just look at stuff. We ain't going to go any further with the time now, in terms of setting the game up, off of pause rather. So basically, we ended up bankrupting us, going on an adventure to try to find a Valyrian steel sword. I mean, why not? We were in retirement, we lost our wife, our sons are self-competent, we have a competent regent in place. Let's go for it. Let's go on an adventure at age 68. What's the worst that can happen? You could die. A natural death. Prone to sloth, he never did anything he didn't have to do. That's quite true. We didn't go, it was our wife doing a lot of the pushing and pulling of the strings there. When she died, what did we do apart from the occasional hunt? Well, we're retired now. So, yeah, we kind of true. So, one fateful day, Stefan banged on the door, cabin door, boom, 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 no answer, opens it with us there, laid stiff as a board on the bed, eyes open. Heart attack or whatever, passed away peacefully, hopefully, in this rickety old boat in the middle of the smoking sea. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want your character who's been very memorable, has lived to a ripe old age, has done a lot of stuff in his time, a genius, part of a dynamic duo, has advanced the fortunes of the family immeasurably in his time, do you want him to die in his bed, in Amberley, depressed and widowed? Nah. You want him to die having the time of his life, hunting for a Valyrian sword, learning how to speak Valyrian, you know, almost like rediscovering his youth on this great adventure. He didn't see it through, but hey, where did Barristan pop his clogs? In the middle of the smoking sea. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it is indeed. So it's quite good that he did have a demise that was a little bit different. But now we're in charge of this man. Now we are in charge of this man. So be it indeed. As per law and custom, my father's wealth has been divided, and I get some money, apparently, because we're no longer in debt, which is kind of cool. Oh, we need a full-blown funeral. Full-blown. I mean, are we going to get his remains? Turn that boat around. All the lords of the realm should be invited. It's going to bankrupt us, but we cannot have this man not have the biggest and most splendid funeral that we could possibly have. We have to do it. We have to do it. Stop! They will have their cold in due course. I owe them nothing. Oh, I didn't want to advance any time, but we're advancing time. He wants me to become a commander. It's all kicking off here. Wait a second. Right. We 1 minute, folks. Okay. So, basically... Are we, like... Master schemer, paranoid? We're deceitful, right? So, I'm kind of tempted to tell them to bog off. Ooh, our first act. That was my father's debt, not my debt. Bye-bye. I'm going to do it. I owe you not a jot, pal. Okay? Pause the damn game, man. What are you doing? Okay. Let me just cook my dinner, and then we're going to have a quick overview of what this means for us, and then we're going to have to end the session. But let's just go through the list. We're going to have to get all the councils sorted out again. Well, not all the councils. Some of the councils sorted. We're going to have to pay for bloody maesters and septons to come. We've got to pay for my father's funeral. It's all kicking off. But look at us. We're 51 ourselves. We're not exactly a spring chicken here. Right, back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. So, first thing my mother says to me when I went downstairs, "What's that on your neck?" Clearly she'd noticed the great whopping lump that seems to be getting bigger by the hour. Anyway, so let's take a quick check of things. So we are Lord Edric, the Spider of the Rainwood. We have inherited the High Lordship of the Rainwood, of course. We are in control of the Castle of the Rainwood, of the Lordship of Amberley, and of the Blue Grove. Now, we with Barristan took control of the Blue Grove, because at the time the Blue Grove was basically our sort of personal capture, and we had to assure the people that we were capturing it because we wanted to get rid of all the badness and the bad rulers there. So we kept it. We've always had the Rainwood. Now the Rainwood, and the Rainwood is typically the part of the High Lordship. It's almost as if we need to keep the Rainwood and Amberley. So I think we're going to give away the Blue Grove, probably to one of our children. Probably Brindamere, to be honest. So we're going to give away the Blue Grove, take us back down below that domain limit, and that's going to be our first act, I would think. So that's the situation in terms of the lands that we have. Pretty straightforward there. Our court is teeming with people. So look at the opinion modifiers. Basically, okay. Few people don't like us. Some people completely hate us. Kidnapped a relative. Kidnapped a relative. Kidnapped a relative. Okay. Yeah. We've also got a hair lip as well. We're also deceitful. We're not a well-liked person, and we've kidnapped a relative. So that's not gone down well with the family. Dear, well done, Edric the Spider. Good to see your spidering ways have caused a bit of disconsolation there. But yes, so so that's one thing that we've got to look forward to with him, is we're going to now completely switch our playstyle, and intrigues abound. Intrigues aplenty. He's already plotting to kill Shira. Let's end that for a start, shall we? Let's focus. Don't forget, Shira was trying to kill his sister, trying to kill Beverly. So it's quite nice to see that he was actually going to try to kill Shira before Shira killed his sister. That's kind of cool. But we're going to stop that off, and we're going to obviously focus on more important plots to advance our, endeavours, I suppose, and our family's endeavours now. And also, we'll have a look at what ambition we want as well. Intrigue focus seems quite appropriate for now, so we might keep that, but we'll have a look at what else is available. Look at all the people he has killed. Simon Penrose. Interesting. Kristen Wendwater, we'd heard about him dying. To other people, all under suspicious circumstances. He's good with murder. This could be a good thing. He's good with murder. Ooh, you naughty boy. Yes, married to Lady Johanna. That could be an interesting little partnership now. She's got her land. I've got my land, and the flies buzzing around here. So that's cool. We've got almost like a new dynamic duo. Not quite as good, but not bad. So we'll get to that in a second. So we've got 3 kids. We've seen them before. Relations. We've got one friend is our brother. So we're good mates with Elquist, which is kind of cool. Our vassals' opinion. None of them like us. This is going to be an interesting reign. Okay, court's full. Need to slim that down. Packs have all gone now. So we've got a little bit of work to do in basically convincing the people that we're going to be a good ruler and not to hate our guts and plot to do all kinds of nastiness to us. But hey, so yeah, not looking too grand there. We'll get the council sorted. We'll reshuffle if necessary. We need a Castellan and these 2 at the very least. Minor titles. We'll have to pick a regent. We've still got a lot of the other stuff though. So he's put his son as a commander. How flipping marvellous. His son is useless, pal, but never mind. Council needs to get that sorted. No, look how loyal the Liege Council is. That's not grand, is it? Right, so that's that. Right, laws, not bothered for now. Military, how many men have you got? Down to 4,600, still pretty tasty. Intrigues, plots, rescue Karen from prison. Beverly, okay. Kill Shira, can't do anything about that other than kill Shira. Killing Beverly there. We could get to look at some of these plots, you know. Fabricating evidence of treason. Replace Lord Paramount Raymond and become become what? Paramount of the Reach. Replace Norman and become regent. Look at these kind of things, yeah? Look at these kind of things. Become the regent of the whole of the Reach. Imagine the power we would have. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I like the sound of that. Some tasty little plots here. So that's to look forward to. Anything else here? It's time for a maester. Ask for help managing my titles. No, thanks. I'll do that myself. Has not purposely dishonoured the bank in the past. We might have cut our ties with any further loans in the future. We've just refused to pay them back. Dragons? Still an egg. Right, that's fine. Okay, that's cool. Factions? Only the 3 factions now. Liege Loyalists. Look how strong the Liege Loyalist faction is. Yeah, this Liege is bedded himself in quite well. Have we got the stats to join... Oh, we can join a society for the first time. The Cult of the Stranger. Because we are cruel. We're gonna have to join a faction. We're gonna have to. We've not joined a faction, or a society rather, in this entire playthrough. We're gonna have to join the Cult of the Stranger, my friends. That's gonna have to happen too. So we're gonna join a cult. The Cult of the Stranger. That's on the list of stuff to do. Appoint a commander. Are we a commander? We're not bad. We're going to accept, simply because keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Yes, I shall be your commander. Not a problem, sir. Not a problem at all. Yes. Just like you can trust me with your life. So we'll accept that. Right, so call you to leave, help manage your health. No, that's fine. Weak claims to be pressed? No. Designated regent, so we need to appoint a regent. Council of discontent until some time has passed. 3 characters owe us a favour. We'll check those out in due course. We're going to fill that. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to sort out Brindamere at least. Cameron and Orin are a bit screwed, and we're in budget deficit because we're planning a grand funeral for our father. Hopefully we'll get his remains back from the middle of the smoking sea. Turn that ship around, Stefan. Return with my father's remains, please. So, yes, I mean, that's quite good. One last thing to look at before we finish is, yes, what is the plot power to kill this man? 98% without even looking at bribing people. That could go much higher than that. Interesting. And if he dies, does his little hair lip of a urchin, of a child, come into power with traits that vassals won't like? Destabilize the realm? Interesting. Could be a little schemy plot for our spider here. Very good indeed. So there you go, folks. A little bit of a premature end, but it's naturally an end point. I do want to eat, and I also do want to do some more of this kind of, tinkering around off camera. But the schemes are going to start, and I'm looking forward to seeing the society, the Cult of the Stranger. What kind of stuff is going to happen from that is going to be fun to see. Will that help us to be even more schemy? I don't know. But yeah, there's going to be some good stuff ahead, I think, with this man. We just got to pray that we keep him for at least 10 to 15 years so we can get some of this stuff done. Because when we hand over to this guy, we're kind of screwed because he's rubbish. I mean, would we be that scheming and cruel to actually do something to our own useless son? to ensure that he doesn't inherit? We're cruel. It's a possibility, you know. We're cruel. Right, anyway, do we like our son? Okay, we like him quite a lot. I think that would probably override him doing something like, I don't know, killing him, maybe. Disinheriting him. Changing the succession law, maybe. I mean, changing the succession law is not a bad thing. I don't know how... we'll see. Lots of things to ponder now. Lots of things to ponder. But anyway, yes, we're going to end the stream here so I can do these things off camera before the next stream and eat. But yeah, exciting times potentially ahead. Enjoy the rest of your week, everybody. Whatever's happening. I'll let you know about the stream tomorrow in due course. If I am streaming tomorrow, it will be contraband police. But I'm just going to find out whether I'm going out or not, which I'll hopefully find out before 12 o'clock tomorrow, whilst I'm working from home in the sweltering heat. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the evening, folks. Thanks for watching as always. And until next time, Lord Edric the Spider. We'll see you soon.